Back here at the Hilton Anaheim at the Metrics World's Strongest Man, we continue on with the Fingal Fingers. With 4 athletes still to come, Sebastian Venta is the leader with a blazing score of 5 fingers in 30.92 seconds. Dave Austin of America is in second. The Fingal Fingers were instrumental in Phil Pfister's win last year, and he's hoping that the results will be similar here. He's standing by with Kaz.
Phil, not the best start, but a little bit better than last year. With 5 events to go, this is one of your favorite events where you made your move last year. What are your thoughts?
You know, going into this event, I've got to convince myself that I own it and, you know, try to think that way on every event, but feel pretty strong about the level of conviction when it comes to the fingers.
Best of luck.
Thanks, Bill.
As if Phil needed any more inspiration, he's a very special fan in the audience. West Virginia Governor Joe Manchin III is on hand to check out one of his constituents. Now, the athletes here aren't just trying to impress the politicians in the crowd. They'd also like to take home some cash. This year's top prize, $42,500.
As nice as that money sounds, the words World's Strongest Man Champion rings a little nicer in the ears of these athletes.
Terry Hollins arrives at the Fingal Fingers in 4th place overall.
Massive yet quick and explosive. Terry should do well here.
And his opponent in this heat is Phil Pfister. As we mentioned earlier, Phil used this event to vault himself back in contention with Mariusz Pudzianowski a year ago.
That's right. Phil is probably the world's best in the Fingal Fingers and took advantage of Mariusz's relative weakness to produce a 5-point swing in the standings.
And obviously, Phil is hoping the same scenario plays out here today. The time to beat, 30.92 seconds, put up by Poland's Sebastian Venta. Phil's off to a good pace, Kaz.
Up with 2 or 3 hand grips, double push, a lot of power.
Now on to the 4th finger. That one weighs 605 pounds.
Big lead here. Great pace. Should be a fast time.
But will it be enough? Terry Hollins trying to track down Phil Pfister as he comes close to the clock. He will not get the win, but his time is strong, 31.78. But Phil Pfister has left some points on the board. Meanwhile, Terry Hollins stops the clock at 40.36 seconds. Both men looking for confirmation on their time. Pfister, 5 fingers, 31.78. That puts him currently into 2nd place. Terry Hollins, 5 fingers, 40.36 seconds. He slides currently into 5th.
Phil Pfister had tremendous focus prior to this start. Knowing he needed to do something special, Phil stepped up and delivered a great time. But will it be enough to beat Mariusz?
Great job.
Thanks for being here. Real appreciate it.
You got carrying the whole state, brother. Whole state.
Not a bad deal when the governor of your home state shows up to support you.
Okay, take care.
Thanks for being here.
Magnus Samuelsson made his World's Strongest Man debut in 1995 in the Bahamas. 14 years later, the legend is still as hungry as ever.
This is my 12th World's Strongest Man, and for myself, that's something that I'm a bit proud of. I've been on the podium of World's Strongest Man 6 times. I won it once. In the gym, I'm stronger now than I ever have been in the past. But with some luck and with some good health, especially in my back, I know I can win this contest. Many times the question why I do this sport after so many years, I have nothing really more to prove. The honest answer is probably the adrenaline kick you get when you do an event that you've been training for months and you succeed and your heart beats 200 beats per minute. You feel pretty much alive then. Hopefully when the final starts, they can switch on the crazy switch and just do what I like to do, go crazy and lift heavy stuff and have a good time.
Well, it's been good times so far for the giant Swede. Magnus is tied for 4th after 2 events.
Magnus has had a remarkable career. I'm glad to see he's bounced back from some injury problems in recent years.
That brings us to Mariusz Pudzianowski, our current overall leader. Mariusz is aware as anyone that his performance in the Fingal Fingers last year gave Phil Pfister the opening to seize the title.
Sure, he's conscious of it, but Mariusz is more focused and determined than we've ever seen him. The playfulness they used to show is now all business.
There's the mark to beat, 30.92 seconds. And Mariusz Pudzianowski right now off to a very quick pace.
Look at that tilt. After his 6th place last year, he's put a lot of work into the fingers.
He's onto that 4th finger. That weighs 605 pounds. This is our final pairing in the Fingal Fingers. There's the time to beat, 30.92, put up by his fellow countryman, Sebastian Venta. This is going to be really close as Magnus Samuelsson tries to catch up. 30.92, and he just misses out. Mariusz Pudzianowski with a very impressive time, however, 31.15, and he overtakes Phil Pfister's time, and that's why the celebration has begun.
15 seconds faster than last year. Amazing.
And this was the event that cost him the title last year. That is one happy strongman. With 5 fingers and 30.92 seconds, Sebastian Venta wins his second straight event. But the big story is Mariusz Pudzianowski's second-place finish. Pfister disappointingly settles for third. 6 belongs to Samuelson, then it's Hollins, Felix, and Nee. Mariusz Pudzianowski and his fans can take a big sigh of relief and celebrate as he passed what was probably his biggest test of the final.
It's about time he learned how to do that event, yeah?
Mariusz Pudzianowski remains in the overall lead with 28 points. Venta is in second with 26. Pfister is 5 off the pace in third. Samuelson and Osler are tied for fourth. Hollins is in sixth, followed by Pope, Nee, and Felix. Mariusz Pudzianowski is in control. But can one of these 5 strong men begin to chase him down? Find out when we return to the Metrics World's Strongest Man. Welcome back to the Metrics World's Strongest Man final in Anaheim, California. The 4th of 7 events that these elite strongmen encountered was the deadlift. The USA's Dave Austin was able to lock out 5 repetitions of the 738-pound car. His fellow American Kevin Nee stepped up to the bar and produced 7 reps.